Hello. Give me 1 second, just sharing the link. Hi, Mitchell. Good evening. All right, so I've shared the link. Everything is good. Let me share screen. Okay. All good. Let me set up a chat. Hi, guys. Good evening, first of all. So today, like last night, I slept early, so I couldn't do the live session. And today we had like good start, but from 4170 market just changed its direction and it's going down and down and down. So we'll see what we can do. And let me just see any comments. Hi, Mitchell. Yeah, they pulled back. Yes, Amazon, Apple, Google. Uh, let's see, Mitchell. We need to find. Hi, Srini. Hi, Ashish. Hi, Gulati. You love CMG, right? Hi, Praveen. Hi, Jitin. Hi, Shri. Hi, one more Shri. Hi, Srini. Hi, Honor. Good evening. Guys, you can see my screen, right? Because I just see this as black at this moment. Let me stop share. I don't see the screen coming onto YouTube. It's there now. Now there's a delay of 20 seconds on YouTube. That's a big delay. Uh, Hi, Chris. Even I had a bad day. Like I had a good start and then I stuck in some work and then as always, I opened my butterflies and screwed up. So let's see how we can cover the losses tomorrow. Uh, let's start from the scan. Let's see if inside there's nothing. Uber URL photo. No. Okay, so there's nothing as such. So let's go into ES first. So ES actually, like if you see these levels, 4170 area, we've been like back to back making high. This was the high, then a lower high, then a lower high, then a lower high, and a lower high. Low, lower low, lower low, lower low, another lower low. So this shows there is selling in this piece, and right now we are coming to an important area. 4075 is really important, or 72. If we lose this, then we can come to an area of 4031, which is the 34 EMA. So looking at this, I don't see that the sentiment is showing any strength whatsoever, but let's see if we can do a fake breakdown tonight and can recover by the morning. That will be something really good. If we break 4070 now, then it will be really bad. 4095, 4098 is an area which is the 12 EMA area. Plus, that's an area where we have seen some support. Like even today, we bounced almost like 10-15 points from there and closed around that 12 EMA, but could not close above it. So I'm not inclined to short at this moment. I want either it goes around this area, which is 4120, 4125, or it breaks below 4170. Only then I'm going to short. If it breaks this and then recovers, I may take long towards 47.25, 47.20, 30 area. That's the whole plan. I don't think we will have a big move tomorrow. We will have a very confined move tomorrow. Could be stock specific, but I don't see really big move happening in the market. Again, if we draw a channel here, right? Let's draw drawing tools, pick up a channel, right? So if I start from here, from the top, I join these, and at the bottom, I do this. So it's almost there at the bottom. So we got resistance, we came down, went up, came down. Now we might try to bounce here, and this coincides exactly with that 4070 area. So probably, and again, in the last 1, 2, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, we are in this box. So either we're going to have a big breakdown all the way to 3850, or we are going towards 4320. That's a big, massive move which is coming out. So this is a bull flag right now. If you see, this is a bull flag. Now, if we break out of it, that's good. If we break down out of it, then we need to be cautious that yes, the fall will be steep and aggressive. All right. So in terms of levels, 4070 is clearly a pain. 4090, 596. So market trend is now, there's no positivity. It has turned to neutral. And sentiment is a little more towards shorting. But where should I short? I should short below 4070. Okay. And my condition is it should stay below 4070, only then it makes sense to short. Right now, if you try and it bounces back, then it doesn't serve the purpose. So short below 4075. Stop loss is 4095. First target is 4030, which is 34, and then 3995. 395 is an area where the trends will change. This was the breakout area, 3995, from where we broke out from this long-term trend line right here. So if we lose this, that will be really bad. So keep an eye. We are about 100 points, or not 195 points away from that range. So if we lose this 4070, probability of going down is really strong. So it's rejection from 4170 area and loss of 12 EMI. So last time we had the importance of back testing. Now it has lost that. So it may do a back test on 34. Now, if we have to go long, one opportunity is you see the fake breakdown, it makes a new low, test 4075 and then bounces back and go over 4095. Then you can try long for 4125. Sorry guys, 4125, 20 to 4130. Yeah, that's an area. So if we go above 4095, stop loss is 4075, target is 4125, 30, like let's make it 25, and then 4170. Look for a fake breakdown. because I don't have any reason for market to go down before CPI. We may consolidate in this range. That's why I'm expecting a fake breakdown. It may come down and then bounce. Uh, I think there are some European catalysts in the midnight to early morning, and that may push it back. But as of now, I don't have any catalyst. Okay, that's yes. Uh, NQ. NQ is coming to an important area of support. So it's kind of back testing it. It was away from this area. So I will consider this area as really, really important area. Uh, 12,350 is an important support, and 12,300 is a Fibonacci level. So 12,300 becomes really, really good support. Now, if you want to go buy between 12,350 to 380. Buy in this range. If you want to buy 12,350 to 380, stop loss is 12,300. Target. Why I'm saying 12,300? 12,300 is a 50% Fibonacci. It's a base. If it loses this 12,300, which is like 100 points, 80 points from here, or if it loses like 350, you can start a short, but the confirmation on shorts will come below 12,300. So buy in this range, try along. Again, it's bull flag is still there. Like it's not looking nicer, but it's still there. So possibility of going to 460, 12,460, and then 12,600. Again, look for a bounce from 12 EMA back test. On the short side, sell below 12,300, stop loss 12,350, which is the 12 EMA. Target is around this area, 12,115, and then 12,015. So negatives are rejection from 61.8 Fibonacci. If it bounces from 50%, it's good. Otherwise, we are going really, really hard on the downside. So downside things will open up if we lose 12,300. Till the moment we are in between 12,300, 12,350, I think we'll chop more. If we are able to break that with some strength, the possibility of aggressive downside is only after that. Triple Q. Triple Q is rejected from 306. It's coming to an important support of 299, 27. I think that's somewhere similar to NQ. It's a range. So again, it's neutral. Bias is neutral to short. Stop loss is 299.25 in both cases. If we lose 299.25, then short. If we hold on to this, then we can take a buy. So buy near 300. A very small trade. Look for 306. I think 306 is the max it will go for now. And 314.50 may be there for next week. If CPI is weak. Same thing. Look for a bounce on the back test. Short below 299.25. 299.25 is the 12 EMA. A loss of 12 EMA, loss of 61.8 Fibonacci will be bad. Just check. NQ 12600. Okay. These are the levels for indexes. Good. So let's start with Apple. So Apple has, like last time we talked about this purple line. So purple line is there, and Apple has closed below this. And now Apple has some gap, which is right there. Plus the test of EMA is already there. So I think the possibility of going down on that is high. Stop loss is now like 150, 151. So Apple is neutral to short. Sell stop loss is 152. Sell below 150 point or 150, 151 in this range. Sell in this range. Target is 147, and this is correct. Possible percentage high is less. Buy only above. So I would avoid buys for tomorrow. 153. Stop loss is 2. Only look for 157 for now. Okay. Then AMD. AMD is struggling to cross 86. You see, same thing is happening in AMD. It's struggling to cross. I wanted to either hold this 12 EMA. So I'm looking to add AMD at 81 area. So AMD is, I'm still positive on AMD. I want buy in the dip. 81 area. Stop loss I'm keeping is 79-ish. And target is 86 to 89. And do not remember, do not forget, I'm saying do not remember, silly me. So do not forget that CPI is a very big catalyst. If it is light and liked by the market, we can jump up, as I said, to 43.20. If the CPI is bad, it can go ugly. So AMD is looking good to me for the next week, not for this week. But I would love to add it around 81 area. Amazon is doing a back test of 34 EMA. So now it has really come to a point where if it loses this 34 EMA, then everything is gone. But if it bounces, it becomes a potential inverted head and shoulders like this. If it bounces, we may end up right here. This is a potential setup. This is shoulder 1. This is head, shoulder 2. So if we have to bounce, or if we have to show some strength, this is the area. If we lose this, then we lose much more. Yes, Rodney, I'm looking for a short QQQ target for this thing. So Amazon, I'm reducing it to neutral. I want to buy in dip. See, Amazon numbers was not so bad compared to other companies, but it lost quite a bit. So I really want to buy around 96, 97 area. 97. Stop loss 96.3. Target is 101.60 and sell below 96.3, and the gap here is 290. If Amazon loses this, then there's a gap fill which needs to be done. And this one is 101.65. So as of now, I'm neutral on Amazon. BA has been really, really bad for me in the last 2-3 sessions. I've lost a lot in BA. Every single time it comes to that 12 EMA, it does bounce and close above it. So I really don't know what's happening, but this is in this range for almost 3 weeks now, almost a month. So unless and until something dramatic happens, I think it's either going to break out big or it's going to break down really big. A test of 34 EMA, a loss of 204 will be really, really bad for BA. So right now I am just keeping a neutral state on BA and see if it can hold 208. If it can hold 208 by near 210, which is the 12 EMA, 210 to 211. Targets are still the same, 218.9. It's struggling to cross 215, but I really don't know whether there's something news which is coming, because this is a massive consolidation in this area. Okay, so either it's going to break out or break down. Right now, this green line has been held nicely by the BA. It could break one day. It almost came to the 34 EMA. And since 31st of October, when we changed the trend here, it has not tested the 34 EMA once. There's no gap whatsoever here. So I'm not even like, there's a small gap at 190, but that's about it. So if we lose this, then we can come down and fill that 190. 190 will be an area which I would add for next probably 6 months. That's BA. Baba is sell on rise. Today it went up, but it made a dodgy, tested the 12 EMA, making a dodgy. I would love to sell this below 107.35. So sell on rise 107.35. Stop loss is right there. Sell below. If it goes below 107.35, just sell it. Stop loss is right there. Target is 106, a very small target, which is 34 EMA, and then 103. 103. That's short on Baba. CRM is like holding well. 172 area, like when this is kind of a breakout area. If it's get rejected here, I think the excellent area to add CRM will be 167. So I'm not shorting CRM. I really want to add CRM in the dip. And it's like $6 down, but I would prefer if it comes to 168 to 169 area. Stop loss is 166.50. Target is 172 and 175. So I am not shorting CRM. I wanted to come and backtest 12 EMA, and then that will be my entry area, and 167 area. 166.50 is my stop loss. So 167 to 168. Google for the last 2 days, like got decimated really badly. And again, it filled the gap to the point. The high was 9361, the low was 9363. So the gap is actually filled here, and we might see some strength in Google if because it got oversold just for a silly mistake. Like if you try Chat GPT, it doesn't give you all the correct answers all the time. So a small blunder on Google's should not erode $150 billion. It was just a small demo. So I would not be uh, I would not have the courage to short Google now at this stage. So I'm looking to add Google, and I did a small test of that today. So I'm going to add around 95, keeping today's low as the stop loss. The momentum is definitely neutral, but by above 95, stop loss is 93.50, which is the gap fill. And I'm looking at the first area 96.70, the 34 EMA, and then a 12 EMA of 100. ITSI tried to break out, but again failed, and it made an evening star. So evening star is pretty clear. It lost a 12 EMA as well. And evening star, this is the candle, then a doji and a big red candle. So if market loses, this will be a stop which should be primed to go down. So one gap was filled last 2 days back, and now there's another gap which is right there, almost. So I would love to short this. So it's evening star on daily candle. Here, red 60. Sell below 135.50. Stop loss is today's close 137.50. Target is 133. And then the target is 127.35. That is ITSI. Meta. So like last time we were selling out 189. It has come down substantially from there. And look at the magic. The EMA is also catching up. So it may try to hit that EMA pretty soon. But the gap is such a big gap that a loss of 12 EMA and loss of trend line can be really, really hard. Right now, the trend is negative for Meta. So it's a short candidate. Sell below 177. Stop loss is 179.75. Look for 170. And then 161. I may not go short unless it stays for at least 15 minutes below this level. Microsoft got bazooka, like from that Chat GPT. It has no gaps whatsoever, but this is kind of a bearish engulfing, like it covered the previous body, rejected from 38, possibly come down to 256, which is the area for 12 EMA and a good support. So short, or if you want to buy, I would keep it neutral. I want to buy in dip. If it dips, I'm looking to add it around 256. Stop loss 254. Target is 260 and 266. Well, the momentum with Microsoft is really, really strong. Netflix did break out, but again could not persist and hold above 368.50. So it's losing its momentum. Again, the same thing is happening. It's making a bull flag, but it's not able to hold it. So a loss of 359 will be bad. So I'm just reducing it to neutral. Giving it a green color. Buy near 359.60 and sell below 358 for 348, 338. UPST Disney, I am not interested to. So I'm eliminating these three. And I'm adding CMG. I did add a trade on CMG. Delete arrows. So intent is short. CMG is like, if you want to see, it's a loss of 12 EMA. And a loss of 12 EMA, and it's kind of a double top right here, triple top. So let's now make some levels. And guys who have not done these levels, just look how I am doing right now. So this is a chart for almost 1 year. So let's take 1 year chart first. Okay, in the 1 year chart, I can see the low is 1196 and the high is 1750. So where should I start making my regression channel? The regression channel can be made directly from here all the way to current, or you can start it and bring it to the current. So for now, I'm choosing the regression channel from the bottom just to see if those levels were respected or not. So I started from the low and I went to the current. So yes, those levels were respected and it showed really good resistance. If it was not working, I would have started from here and see if those levels were used or properly or not. Now, the next thing which I want to do is I want to add certain retracements. So a pullback. So when we are coming from here to here, so in case of a pullback, what could be the possible supports? So I'm going to try and do a retracement. So from here all the way down, exactly on this point. Yes. So right click, edit properties, check the low here. The low is 1344.05 and the high is right here 1724.71. Click OK. Now let's see whether the Fibonacci levels or retracements we have created have done any sense or not. So this will be rejected because we chose the right level here. Now, you see, at 61, it came back tested, tried to find the support. And I'm going to extend my channel to the right. And same thing here at 38.2, it back tested, bounced right from there. It got rejected from 61, makes sense. It got support from 23.6, support at 38.2. So all this makes sense. Now I'm looking at 1571 area. A loss of 5071 can bring it down to 1490. So if market gets weak in coming days, CMG is one of the best shorts. So short, uh, right there is 1603. That's an area. If you look at these candles, it was consolidating in this area and now it closed below this area. It was dodgy, hammer, dodgy. So it closed below this area. So stop loss is 1615. Sell below 1600. And target is 1571, 1546. Possibility is 60%. So it's short, so it's red. Nvidia. So Nvidia almost hit 230 area. Now it is well away from 12 EMA. Now I would short this below 219 very cleanly if it goes below. So I'm going to short this. It has rallied a lot. So I want to keep that in mind, but I want to short it below this area. And I'm looking to do 211. The high here is 212. The low here is 211.50. So 212, 28. The gap is filled and got rejected. So it's there. Tesla. So 208 proved to be a really good resistance for Tesla. It went up to 13. Again, like look at the levels 213, 28, closed right there. Tomorrow, if it breaks 202, that will become an evening star. So, I 203, if it loses, sell below 203. Will be evening star. But the momentum is so strong in Tesla that till the moment it's holding 203, I would not recommend anything. It can test 190 and then 182. Buy this one of like during the day, this was one of the one stock which was really positive. So if it holds, I would love to buy this about 208. Stop loss 205, 213, and 219. Again, I'm still giving it 60-40 because the momentum in it was strong. But there was a news for Tesla that they have increased the prices. So I don't know how it's going to impact it. So I would wait for the morning. But if it loses 203, it's a perfect evening star. You can go short on this. All right, guys. So this is it from me. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer that. I've shared the Zoom link. If anybody is interested, they can join in. Like I don't know how should I explain this. Ajay, this is not a session to just tell you the levels. This is a session where you need to bring in your chart so that I can help you and you can figure your levels by yourself. If I tell you the levels, you're not learning. You're just here for your stock. So I can tell you now, but I would recommend you to please understand the process and try to bring in your charts. Shopify is coming to back test the 12 EMA. It has not tested the 12 EMA since the breakout here. So 49 will be really, really important for Shopify. A loss of 49 will bring 44 into the picture. QQQ. Okay, that's incorrect. I need to fix 294, 2898. Thank you, Rodney. I fixed that. Yes, Raghu.
Hi, Naval. Good evening. Naval, tomorrow we have one Michigan and data coming out at 10 o'clock. Any comments on that?
Nope.
Oh.
That should not have any significant impact.
Okay.
Because
Then on
market
next,
is waiting for CPI.
CPI. Okay. Any take on the CPI for Tuesday?
I need to evaluate it. So I have no, I have to do some R&D on that.
Okay. Okay. That's all. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Vivek.
Hi, Naval. I wanted to share my chart and ask, like, I'm observing this one, and I wanted to ask, like, if it is right or wrong.
Okay, I'll make you the host. Share your screen.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So, like, I was reading about fractal dimension, where the fractal dimension comes from like Fibonacci numbers, Fibonacci extension, and retracement. Each and every small part that comes under fractal dimension. So I came across like my research in my lab. So I thought like, okay, maybe I can apply it for stocks also. So I wanted to show like what I observed. So for example, for any move, if it goes up, it has to come down to 50%. It has to retrace 50%, and then only it will go up. Then it is considered as a healthy move. And like I have observed it in each and every session pattern. For example, in this one, it came, it bounced perfectly from the 50%.
Okay.
Even in this trend, it came, but it did lose like 0.5, but it was trying to go above 0.5.
So this is correct.
And
Usually, I preferred was 61.8. That when you have a move, if you retrace, you come to 61.8. That's your solid base. 50,
okay.
I never tested 50. 61, but yes, logically you are correct.
And even in the extensions also, Naval, for example, in this one, it should actually, I'm sorry?
I'm saying yes, that's the whole principle of Elliott wave.
Yeah, of the Elliott wave. So for example, for this move, recent move, like I did check it here till the small move for which happened from here to here. It did test, it did come and like bounce from 0.5.
Okay.
And so for I feel like this is one move that has been completed. So I feel like either it should bounce from 0.6 or 0.5. That is 4048 and 4000.
See, 3995 is the base of all this move. So, which is correct. Plus, this was also a level on my long-term charts. And it's coming into your retracement 50% logic, which is also coming to the same region. So this is a rock solid. If we lose 3995, that's the change of trend.
It
Then we
change
get
of
into the
trend.
negative.
Yes.
Okay, then we are into the negative territory. But
Yeah.
you need to take into account that this rally, once it came back, can you come down? Like change? No. Stay on that size.
Yeah.
When it tested the 34 EMA.
Okay.
Start from there and then see what is the 50%.
I didn't get you. For example,
Like instead of this start, bring it up right there. Where we have no. Bring it to where it tested 34 EMA. On your left, right there. Yes.
okay, this
Yes,
is the
start.
low.
No, start from here. Remove the.
Yeah.
Start from here. And now look at the 50%.
Okay, yeah, it is lining up at 405. Yeah.
And 4095 is something which was an important area, plus the 12 EMA.
Yes.
So yes, logically this is correct. But point is, when you're counting these waves, which one to use, that's the main thing.
But like I'm so as of my knowledge, we are in the mid of the second wave. So let us consider this as a small first wave, and the
Yes.
second wave it should be the longest wave. So I feel like the second wave will happen in like two ways. It will come 0.5 and it will go, it will test here.
If
This
it comes
time,
to 0.5, then it lost the wave 2 and 3 between the 1 and 2. It should only stay until 61.58. If it stays there and continues, then I will consider this. If it comes back to 50%, then it failed.
okay. Okay.
So now you understand about all these fractions and these extension and retracements. Try and find the basic like rules of the waves, how to count the waves, plus how to check. Like I'll give you a few rules. The first wave is, let's say, 0 to 1. The second wave will be 1.6 or 161.8% of that. Retracement of first wave will be around 50%. Retracement of second wave will be around 61%. Third wave will be almost equal to wave 1. And retracement of that will be coming back to 38.2
of the whole trend.
38.2 of the whole trend. Yes.
38.2. Okay, not 50.
No.
Okay.
So every wave has a specific value. So you need to just either put that in your sheet or whatever you're doing so that you remember those numbers.
Yeah, I'll take a printout of that one. And I also wanted to ask about this play. This is what I'm planning for tomorrow. I remember, I don't know if you remember or not, like last week I said like I'm planning to short ENPH because it did fail at a really good level.
Yes.
And but during earnings it just went up, so I just gave up and I didn't look at Enphase at all. Then like today I opened Enphase and literally after it was a beat, the earnings was beat. It fell from 247 to aaj low is like 202. It gave away $45 in 2 days. And this is also weak, and not only that, like just below that there is a gap from 200 what is this is 199 to 195. So even for tomorrow's play, if it market goes down, there is a high possibility that like Enphase can hit like 195. That is like around $10 move, and we can make good
What
money.
if see, problem with Enphase is like 200 is the breakout zone. If you go on the left side, 200 area is somewhere from it broke out. So it will try its best to fight it.
Okay.
The loss of 200 will open that 195 gap. And if it in that case, it will not only fill that gap, it will go down.
Go down a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
So instead of 199, wait for like that breakout area of 200. Like 199.61 is your area, like that's the area where it should be shorted.
Okay. And maybe for next week I think maybe 182.
Again, like next week, the CPI is so big that if the CPI is low, everything will change in a matter of seconds. So
True. And one more thing I wanted to show Tesla, this one. So if you consider this way from here to here, it is exactly at 0.5. It is getting rejected. It got like today exactly at 0.5.
Yeah.
And I guess like now in the aftermarket, it has already filled this gap which was created yesterday till 203.
see, after hours, I do not consider the gap fill. I do not consider pre-market or after hours into the chart.
No, I meant like कल अगर morning यहाँ open हुआ तो
If it
and
opens below, then it's an evening star.
okay, yeah.
And then it has high potential to go down and test a 12 EMA.
Okay, yeah, maybe
And
this
that's what
is
my targets are, 190 and 182. And 208 was my target. If you remember from Wednesday,
yeah.
not Wednesday, 208 was my target from 200 and 208. And it did have resistance at that time.
But Tesla was like literally, it looked like it was on drugs. It kept going, even though the ES was going down. Tesla didn't care at all.
Yes, that's the relative strength. And that's where we should not fight. If the market is showing the relative strength, we should not fight.
Yeah.
People think, oh, it has run so much, let's short it. No, look at Nvidia. Every time you short it, it goes up $10.
Yeah, Nvidia is one more. This one, yeah.
So only wait for a level, and this is the massive inverted head and shoulders breakout. So
Yeah.
length of the shoulder will be the length of the move, which is almost there now.
And even like while going back in this whole retracement, it is at 50%. So maybe it can reject here.
It can, and it has already got rejected.
Yeah.
So now we need to see whether it can hold 219 or 28, like you have 218 area, I
Yeah.
have 219 area. If it
Okay.
rejects,
And
it
12
comes,
EMA.
yes, it's going to come to 208. That's what my target is.
And like यहाँ एक gap है. I don't think it will be filling anytime soon, right? It will take some time.
See, it's not a big deal if CPI is like 6.2. It can come down in a week.
Okay.
So again, it all depends on CPI. Right now, whatever permutation combination we can think of, it become irrelevant once the CPI is not there.
Okay. Yeah. And have you ever tried this one by like? I was also looking at into fib time levels. Like, is
I
it?
have tried that time slices. They do work, but I honestly like that's too much, adding too much complexity.
True.
You can add time slices. Go to the Fibonacci tools and
Actually, I was testing on it. Like, I'm really fascinated with these Fibonacci numbers, and I observed that like it at each time frame at the 50% there is a change in the direction. For example, like over here, it took a break over here, literally at the 50%. Over here, that's what I'm expecting over here also. Like at Feb 14th or Feb 13th.
it should bounce or it should break down.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Is like all these mathematical equations, they are 100% valid and accurate. Point is, when you bring in so much information into your execution, you will end up with nothing.
Yeah.
So it's trying to simplify. You can make an observation. You can keep those things in mind. But having so much information in front of you, it's not always good.
Okay.
But
yeah,
yes, they work and they work properly.
Okay.
Even if you want to do a pitchfork, that also works. If you want to do a Gantt chart, that also works. Gantt square of 9, that also works. I've tested everything.
Okay.
Even you want to try XAB chart, like under the text, click on this XAB, go up. This one, click XABD pattern. You can draw all these patterns. And if you want to try Elliott wave impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will draw that for you. If you want to test it.
I guess we have to draw it, right, Naval?
Yes, you can choose
Yeah.
and then see.
Hmm. Yeah.
There are tools which automatically generate these levels.
I hate like automatic these tools by whenever there is an indicator which does automatically. I did test like a lot of these ones just to I'm still testing okay which one is these ones. These absolute fibs are good.
Yeah,
Have
like
got
in my experience, I have like whatever I end up with fibs because they are the best.
yes,
You cannot beat that.
true.
And come like using that with the regression channel, I think I found an ultimate solution to my trading problems. Now, the only problem which is left is mental state and emotions. Like when you go into the trade and you have a specific mindset, that's something which I need to improve, or I would encourage everybody to improve. Because now we have a formula which works. We choose these levels, you know what needs to be done, but do we follow those levels? Point is that.
What I have observed is like maybe like it happens with everyone. We do check our messages a lot by and like our positions are being like biased based on that. When that's what I want to try from next week. That like we enter a position, we sit quiet till middle of the day, check. It's okay if we lose little money and we'll check the levels. If not, we'll continue the position or else we'll get out at the middle of the day.
See, that's the whole reason that in the group, right? I do not want people to post any tweets, any links, because the moment you see that information, your thought process will ignore the data in front of you.
Yes.
The whatever you prepared, you will immediately lose that, and the new information is in front of you. And that overpowers your emotional state. And I have made really bad decisions using that information. That's why I don't want people to put in any tweets. Like if you're making your chart, if you see something in the chart and you want to make us aware of that, definitely I'll take that in. But if somebody posts something in the option flow or in this chat and that chat, that doesn't serve the purpose.
Yeah, that's what I realized too. Bhai. I was like, okay, I'm reading way too messages and like I'm changing my bias. I'm getting out of the position early, even though I'm pretty confident about my position. Either I'm accepting the losing and coming out, and like it will run later once I get out after some time.
It's the you do not see that I did BA loss and immediately it moved like $8. It
Yeah.
happens with me. It's all about the mental state. That's what I'm saying. The problem with that is that we fear the loss.
Yes.
I know it, you know it, but even then it's hard to accept it.
Yes.
So once we take that fear out, we know if we know that yes, we are in a position and we will lose maybe $100 or $200 per lot, accept that and then go into a trade. And then just follow your chart, trust your system, ignore everything else.
Yeah, that's what
Once we do that, we'll have much better results than what we have now.
yeah. And what do you think about like 10-year this one by I was looking like today in the morning
No
it was
comments on
running a
that.
lot.
I told you this market is totally ignoring it.
Totally ignoring. I thought like today it ran a lot. That's why the whole dump happened. Like
No,
because no,
no, it was a
this one
rejection from
and
right 4170.
I'm sorry, why come again?
It was a rejection plus the Dixie came really hard to
Yes,
them.
yes. At the same time, Dixie ran a lot. Yeah.
So,
Do these levels work on Dixie by or like as it is a 4x, it
no,
doesn't?
it works on everything. These are mathematical equations. They are tested on almost everything. Even in your practical life, you can check how these things will work. They
Yeah.
work.
I'll read more about a fractal dimension this one by
Read
the
and test as you are testing right now. Test
Mhm.
and whatever observations you get, make note of that so that you can use. Because I did the same kind of testing with 12 EMA regression channel Fibonacci. I tried right from 8, 21, 50, 100, 200, 81, 89. I don't know how many things I tried. 5 minute, 3 minute, 15 minute, 20 minute. Even like some people use 30, how many minutes? 35 minutes.
Oh,
I've
35.
not seen use 35 minutes chart, but
Yeah.
but there are charts which are 35 minutes and they were really good, but 30-minute was the best which I could found.
Hmm.
I've not seen anybody using 35. I paid a guy in Bombay about 2 lakh for 3 sessions,
Wow.
and he told me a few things. And now, like when I see that it was not difficult, it's just that how they explain things makes you learn.
Hmm.
And that's why I like when I ask people to show your charts, it's my way of giving back. That yes, whatever I have known or learned, I can give it to you, but you need to put in some effort.
The main reason I'm looking into this one is like I don't know if it will work out or not. I'm working on a network, like just a small neural network to train on stock data and to give a fractal dimension as one of the parameter to it to tune itself and test it.
Absolutely, that's a good way of doing it.
Yeah. Because my whole research is in neural networks, and I thought, okay, why to just waste this opportunity? Not much. So I'm looking into it by like getting the stock values and everything in Python and testing it. I'll let you know if I have success.
Sure, and if you need any help, just ping me.
Oh yeah, sure. By like if I have to add any parameters, like any other variables, like for example, 12 EMA and 34 EMA also we can give as one of the variable.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, bye. Thanks.
No problems. Thank you, Ajay, Rodney. So there's one question for KMX from Paul. Let me just do KMX. Let me become host, share the screen. KMX. KMX is coming to the support. A loss of this will bring in, it has filled, like 73 is 73.50 is a good support. If it loses that, things will change. Like again, the same thing. I explained just a few minutes back. Bring in your charts. See, I answered Vivek patiently with all the questions he had. If you're bringing your chart, Manoj, I will be happy to answer. D-Dog has a gap. I think it's going to come down to 79. Fill that gap. And then there's one more gap. So it needs to backtest 12 and 30 for both. Thank you, Ajay. Thank you, Rodney. Yes, position size is really, really important. Thank you, Kevin, for looking at. Arvind, I'm planning to do a live session, maybe end of this month. But the problem is people do not come into these sessions. They keep on asking, they want everything to be like ready for them, and they will ask a question and go away. But they do not want to spend time on learning. If you learn, you will have much more information, then you can uh, just coming by only asking one questions. No problem, Dal. I had a bad day, so don't worry. I'm with you. We'll kill it tomorrow. Hi, Manadikari Kusam. Hi. All right, guys. It's almost 11:30. So let's meet on Sunday night and see how things are there. We'll talk about CPI on Sunday night, because Monday night I'll not do a session because it doesn't make any sense before the CPI. So Sunday we'll focus on the CPI and the possible opportunities in the CPI. All right. I heard. That's rubbish. I don't care about ChatGPT. All right, guys, good night. And if you like my content, I'll just request you to please subscribe to my channel, share the information as much as you can. That's the only thing I want from you all. Thank you very much. Have a good night.